This is the Business of Leadership Series Minute with your host, the best-selling author of Don't Buy a Duck and founder of MarketingStrategyHero.com, Derek Champagne.
I am super excited about our guest today, New York Times best-selling author of Love is the Killer App, How to Win Business and Influence Friends. Tim Sanders, welcome today.
Derek, I'm glad to be with you.
Talk to us about love. You talk a lot about love, and you've got this amazing book, Love is the Killer App. Tell us about that. What does that mean?
The most powerful force in business is not greed or fear. Those are the most poignant stories that we hear about. Really, when it comes to long-term success, not just for 1 year, but for an entire lifetime, the most powerful force in the entire business world is love. And what I mean by that, Derek, is the most powerful force we have as a leader is for us to care about the success of people that we lead, and for us to have compassion about the customers that we serve. And if you don't really care about the people that you lead, you will not be a successful leader, because they know, and they were born with their arms reaching out. So love is a magnet for success. So let's talk sports. I love the analogy of sports because I don't have to sell this to a successful coach. He knows that to love his players and his staff is probably the most important decision he'll ever make. And let's talk SEC football for a second. So if you listen to the interviews with Davo after Clemson has the surprising win, which was just an amazing game, right? What did he talk about? He talked about at halftime, they talked about love in the locker room. They talked about how much they loved each other and how much they were going to work together for each other. They talked about how much they loved the fans and how much they wanted to take care of them. And that was a conversation. And this is not unusual. I study this all the time in professional as well as collegiate sports. It needs to apply to the business world, but it doesn't, because we're afraid. I have this theory I've been developing for a new book. I call it ego economics. Ego economics says that high-functioning people, we usually become leaders, we get the title. We have an ego that is just as big as our intellect, okay? And it kind of grows at the same time. And we don't want to look stupid. We don't want people to take advantage of us. That's all ego talk, by the way, okay? Really, all that stuff really doesn't matter. So ego economics says I help 10 people. 2 of them come back to me and say, "You've changed my life," and they're grateful to us. 1 of them merely says, "Thank you." 5 of them don't say anything, they go on with their life, and 2 of them take advantage of us. They either take our information and compete with us, they take our information and claim it as their own. Whatever they do, 2 of them take advantage of us. Let me tell you what the ego does. The ego takes that 2 and makes it the entire 10. We say to ourselves, I'm never going to help anybody again. We don't care about those 2 people who we changed their life. Here's what I've learned about ego economics. The most powerful thing you'll ever do to stay in love as a leader with the people that you lead is to always assume people are paying it forward. Don't expect reciprocity, because as a leader, people will disappoint you, because that's not how things really work.
Right.
You know, we talked earlier, Derek, we get busy. I mean, I can even tell you that when I was younger, I know people that helped me, and I feel like I never properly thanked them. I feel like I never properly credited them. But the way they helped me changed me as a person, and when I had opportunities to help other people, I did. It's just, I'm afraid we don't close the loop. So here's the 2 takeaways, you know. Assume people are paying it forward. And remember, you were just like them when you were younger.
Derek Champagne here. So many exciting things happening in 2019. Join us. Visit DerekChampagne.com.